Good morning. I'm the Reverend Jennifer Brower, and along with my colleagues, the Reverend Dr. Natalie Fenimore and the Reverend Jay Brooks, I serve the Unitarian Universalist congregation at Shelter Rock, located in Manhasset, New York. Today's service is a collaboration with the Unitarian Universalist congregation of Central Nassau, located in Garden City, New York. We're delighted to have members of both congregations here with us at this hour, and others joining us from all around the world. Thank you for being with us today. Immediately after our collaborative worship service, we have a virtual coffee hour, a Zoom coffee hour, and we hope that everyone will attend. The link for the Zoom meeting is available on our website, which is UUCSR.org. You'll find there on our calendar a link to the virtual coffee hour. That happens at noon. At 1 o'clock today, we have a family service led by our religious education program. You'll find a Zoom link for that as well on the same website for the Unitarian Universalist congregation at Shelter Rock, UUCSR.org. This is the time of year when members of the Unitarian Universalist congregation at Shelter Rock renew their commitment to membership and make a pledge to our annual giving campaign. Here's a word from member Ami Bolodkar about her family's connection to Shelter Rock.
Hello, my name is Ami Bolodkar, and together with my husband Moin and our 7-year-old son Salil, we have been members of the UUCSR congregation for the last several years. After having gone through a serious illness several years ago, I was yearning and searching for a place that we could call our spiritual home. From the very first service that we attended at UUCSR, we felt incredibly welcome and felt very connected. Since that time, our son has been involved in the religious education program and has also been singing with the youth choir. My husband and I have attended services every Sunday and also have participated in teaching part of the religious education program. And during these pandemic times, the congregation has been such a grounding force for us, keeping us connected with the weekly Sunday services online, and more importantly for our son, where he's also connected to the religious education program and to the virtual choir. This congregation has brought us so much joy week after week and has given our lives a deeper purpose and sense of meaning. We look forward to participating in the congregation and growing in this congregation and supporting it with our pledge and membership for many years to come. Thank you.
Although it hardly needs to be said, this has been a profoundly difficult 7 months. 7 months filled with so many different forms of loss. And at this darkening time of the year, our thoughts naturally turn to the shifting of seasons, to life retreating, to those no longer with us. Images come to mind of dear companions, those who once graced our lives, loved ones whom we miss, persons whose lives touched ours, those who were members of our communities of kinship and friendship, members of our congregations. Our memories bring sadness and joy. I hope that we can embrace both today. For our recollections attest to the enduring importance of those friends, those family members, those members in congregational life. May these brave and lovely spirits live again in our tender thoughts today. And may those warm memories remind us that death is powerless to sever the bonds that connect loving hearts. Today we lift up rituals from around the world which celebrate those who are gone from the life we know and understand. Rituals that remind us that life is brief, but that it is to be cherished. This morning, with affection and joy, let us remember and celebrate our beloved.
for daylight and darkness, for sunshine and rain, for earth and all people, we offer deep thanksgiving. For all things bright and beautiful, for all things wise and wonderful, for all creatures great and small, we offer endless praise. We kindle the flame of our chalice, the symbol of our faith, in celebration of the life that we share.
The peace candle lighting is a tradition at the Garden City congregation, and like any prayer that we speak, we know that prayer can't change the world, but prayer can certainly change us. Our peace candle lighting words this morning are by Pema Chodron. When we feel aggression in its many forms, resentment, jealousy, complaining, it's hard to know what to do. It hurts so much that we want it to be resolved. Next time, try patience. Patience is a way to develop fearlessness, to contact the seeds of war and the seeds of peace, and decide which ones we want to nurture.
All over the world, there are cultural traditions celebrating these special days from the end of October into November. It is fascinating that all over the world and across a span of time, human beings have set apart special days when it is believed that the boundary between the world of the living and the world of the dead is thin or falls away, when it is believed that our departed loved ones walk among us. Although the tone and festivities of each culture's rituals vary, these special days tell us something about a basic human need: the need of all people to remember our loved ones into life by sharing our memories. Originating in ancient Europe as a Celtic fire festival, Samhain is now celebrated worldwide. In the Northern Hemisphere, many pagans celebrate Samhain from sundown on October 31st through November 1st. 1,500 years ago, with the growth and spread of Christianity throughout Europe, Samhain time took on Christian names and guises. All Saints' Day, or All Hallows, on November 1st commemorated Christian saints and martyrs. All Souls' Day on November 2nd was a remembrance for all souls of the dead. These Days of the Dead are celebrated in Christian communities worldwide and generally include visits to cemeteries with flowers and candles, which may remind us of another observance.
There is Dia de los Muertos. With the coming of Christian Spaniards to Mexico, the indigenous customs of honoring the dead at this time of year mixed with Roman Catholicism and gave birth to the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, in early November. Our time for all ages is about Dia de los Muertos, so we will learn about that holy and joyful observance later on. Now, skeletons are typically seen as house decorations and worn as costumes to remind us of those we lost and the ethereal connection between the worlds of the living and the dead. Another holiday displays these skeletal reminders liberally.
Halloween, short for All Hallows Eve, is celebrated on or around October 31st. Although occurring at the same time of year and having roots in end-of-year harvest celebrations of ancient past, Halloween and Samhain are not the same, but two separate holidays that differ in focus and practice. Halloween is a secular folk holiday, which took from Samhain the carving of gourd lanterns and dressing up or disguising oneself and going from house to house receiving offerings. Though Halloween grew out of Samhain, Samhain and its related Christian holiday counterparts are religious in focus and spirituality. Today's pagan Samhain rites, honoring of the dead while somber, are held in private rather than in public.
In Chinese culture, there is an entire month called Ghost Month, in which the ghosts and spirits of the deceased are believed to come out from the other realm. During this month, the gates of the afterlife are opened up, and ghosts are free to roam the earth, where they seek food and entertainment. Buddhist and Taoist ceremonies are performed to help the ghosts who've yet to transition, and feasts are held in their honor as well to satisfy them. For both Taoists and Buddhists, this is seen as a solemn festival. This practice is recognized in China, Taiwan, Singapore, and other parts of Asia. A similar festival is held in Japan for 3 days and is known as the Bon Festival.
In Cambodia, there is a time when the gates of the afterlife open up and the souls walk amongst the living. Monks chant overnight without sleeping as a prelude to the gates opening. Food offerings are made and people generally dress in all white as a symbol of mourning. In South Korea and to a lesser degree in North Korea, there is a 3-day fall harvest festival when Koreans visit the graves of their ancestors to pay their respects and clean the graves. In Nepal, there is Jatra, a Hindu tradition known as the Festival of Cows. As cows are considered to be holy and help guide the recently deceased, during this festival, cows, or children dressed as cows, are walked in a procession throughout towns to help family members who have lost a significant person in the last year. Jatra, although a lighthearted celebration of death, is meant to help people accept death as a reality of life and to care for those who have died. Like these and so many other such observances, today we join in celebrating the lives of those we have known and loved. Today, with affection and joy, let us remember and celebrate the lives of our beloved dead.
Today, our two congregations are taking up a collection for two outside organizations. ACQC, the AIDS Center of Queens County, is the first I'd like to tell you about. ACQC's mission is to enhance the lives of individuals and their families living with and at risk for HIV/AIDS, hepatitis C, and other chronic health conditions. ACQC offers a wide variety of community programs for people of all ages, from medical care and pharmacy support to holiday gifts and holiday meals. They help house the homeless and the precariously housed. They offer programs for at-risk teens and homeless teens. And they are collecting now for those in need of warm clothing for the cold weather. The second organization that I'd like to tell you about is the NOSH program of the North Shore Soup Kitchen. The NOSH program was created in March of this year when it became apparent that the North Shore Soup Kitchen, like all of those around the world, would not be able to continue operating as it has for so many years because of COVID-19. The NOSH program was created to deliver food to the homes of individuals and families who are suffering from food scarcity. Each week, 360 emergency meal kits are sent to homes in Bayville, Laddington, Locust Valley, Glen Cove, Glen Head, and Seacliff, communities where we would like to believe there is no food scarcity. Friends, the needs are many. They've always been many, and they are greater than ever this year. We hope that you'll please give generously to these two organizations. The information for making your donation will be on the screen shortly. Thank you for your contributions. They are much needed and much appreciated.
Every year in religious education, we learn about the traditions and celebrations of the world's religions. The Day of the Dead is a centuries-old holiday, blending ancient Aztec and traditional Catholic customs. It is celebrated throughout Mexico, Central America, and South America. In Bolivia, where today's story takes place, the holiday begins on November 1st with Todos Santos, All Saints' Day, and continues through Dia de los Difuntos, the Day of the Dead, on November 2nd. The Day of the Dead offers a way to remain in spiritual relationship with loved ones who have died through joy, celebration, and remembrance. Felipa lived in a small village high up in the Andes Mountains. Her grandmother, Abuelita, had just died. She was very old. No one knew exactly how old she was. In fact, Abuelita hadn't even known herself. Felipa missed Abuelita. She had always been there, with plenty of time to talk, to listen to whatever Felipa wanted to tell her. So Felipa was very sad, even though her parents told her that when people die, their souls live on forever. But where was Abuelita's soul? What was she doing? Perhaps Burro, her donkey, would know the answer. Burro just looked at her and didn't say a thing. Abuelita's soul had to be somewhere. Come on, let's look for her, Felipa said to Chancho the pig. Pigs have very good noses. Together, they searched everywhere. In the village, in the fields, and even in the cemetery. They didn't find anything. Then, Felipa had another idea. Maybe Abuelita's llamas know where her soul is, she thought. But if the llamas knew anything, they weren't telling. Felipa was very discouraged. At bedtime, she asked her mother, Where is Abuelita's soul now? I've looked for it everywhere, but I can't find it. She is with the spirits, high up in the snow-covered mountains. Look how beautiful it is up there, answered her mother. Felipa decided to go there the very next day. Early the next morning, Felipa headed off toward the highest mountain. She walked for hours, but no matter how far she went, the mountain didn't seem to get any closer. Felipa was hungry. When it began to get dark, she felt a little scared. Then she heard a voice calling, "Felipa! Felipa!" It was her father coming to find her. "I'm afraid you can't just go and visit souls," her father told her the next day. "They live in their own world. Souls live in the mountains, in the ground, and in everything that grows. But every year in November, they come to visit us, and we have a big celebration for them." Felipa waited and waited. Finally, it was November. Everyone in the village was busy preparing the celebration, cooking special treats. Felipa especially liked making little people out of sweet dough. Everything was set out on a big table and decorated with flowers and candles. Who is going to eat all this food? Wondered Felipa. Then she realized that the souls would have come from far away and would be hungry and thirsty when they arrived. The village celebrated with the souls for one whole day and one whole night. The streets were filled with laughter and music and wonderful things to eat. And the next morning, they brought everything up to the cemetery. Everyone helped decorate the graves with flowers, candles, and food. Felipa liked the celebration at the cemetery best of all. She felt very close to Abuelita there. Felipa and her parents shared memories of Abuelita, and Felipa could talk to her again, just like she had before. At the end of the day, Felipa felt a little sad, for she knew that Abuelita could not stay with her. All the souls had to go back to their world. But she was hopeful too. "Adios, Abuelita," she said softly. "Until next year, on the Day of the Dead."
Has anyone ever written anything for you? In all your darkest hours, have you ever heard me sing? Listen to me now. You know I'd rather be alone than be without you, don't you know? Has anyone ever given anything to you? In your darkest hours, did you ever give it back? Well, I have given that to you. If it's all I ever do, this is your song. And the rain comes down. There's no pain and there's no doubt. It was easy to say I believed in you every day. If not for me, then do it for the world. Has anyone ever given anything to you? In your darkest hour, me sing. Listen to me now. You know I'd rather be alone than be without you, don't you know? So if not for me, then do it for yourself. If not for me, then do it for the world. Ooh. Poet, priest of nothing,
Spirit that animates all living creatures, we give thanks to your precious gift of life and for those lives we remember here today, and for those who are held in silence.
From each of those people we have received some gift. We are glad to have seen their faces, to have known their friendship and love, to have enjoyed their laughter. For the conversations, companionship, and love, we give thanks.
At this hour, may we also give thanks for those people who have yet to come into our lives, who will make their mark upon us. It is a marvel that even after we have felt the sharp sting of grief, we can still open our hearts again and again to new people and new relationships. We give thanks for the resilient and expansive human spirit. In the name of all that is holy, Amen.
We bring this time together in worship to a close with the words of the Reverend Dr. Mark Morrison Reed. These are his words. We are all dying, our lives always moving toward completion. We need to learn to live with death and to understand that death is not the worst of all events. We need to fear not death, but life, empty lives, loveless lives, lives that do not build upon the gifts that each of us have been given, lives that are like living deaths, lives which we never take the time to savor and appreciate, lives in which we never pause to breathe deeply. What we need to fear is not death, but squandering the lives we have been miraculously given. So let me die laughing, savoring one of life's crazy moments. Let me die holding the hand of one I love and recalling that I tried to love and was loved in return. Let me die remembering that life has been good and that I did what I could. But today, just remind me that I am dying so that I can live, savor, and love with all of my heart. So may it be for each of us. Thank you for joining us today.
There's no place in this world where I'll belong when I'm gone. And I won't know the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. I won't feel the flowing of the time when I'm gone. The pleasures of love will not be mine when I'm gone. My pen won't pour out a lyric line when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't breathe the bracing air when I'm gone. I can't even worry about my cares when I'm gone. I won't be asked to do my share when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. And I won't be running from the rain when I'm gone. I can't even suffer from the pain when I'm gone. Can't say who's to praise and who's to blame when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. Won't see the golden of the sun when I'm gone. The evenings and the mornings will be one when I'm gone. I can't be singing louder than the guns when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. My days won't be dances of delight when I'm gone. Sands will all be shifting from my sight when I'm gone. Can't add my name into the fight when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. While I'm here. I won't be laughing at the lies when I'm gone. I can't question who or where or why when I'm gone. I can't live proud enough to die when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here. There's no place in this world where I'll belong when I'm gone. I can't tell the right from the wrong when I'm gone. You won't find me singing on this song when I'm gone. So I guess I'll have to do it while I'm here.